All right, what's up, folks? Before I get started with this fluffy talk, I just wanted to show you Alex. Hey, there's Alex. He went to the barber, his fancy barber, and he's got his headband on. He's kicking ass up front. All right, so let's have this fluffy talk. All right, had a couple students. They wanted me to talk about loyalty, and what I'm assuming what they really wanted was me to talk about jiu-jitsu loyalty, team loyalty, MMA loyalty, or whatever. Instead, I'm gonna have this conversation a little wide before I get there. I am going to talk about loyalty, right? So I want to talk about, I'm 42 years old, right? And I had an epiphany just a year and a half ago or so. I had been working long-term for an employer, worked my entire life, right? Like I like to stay with companies. I like to remain loyal to the company. I like to work my butt off. And I worked over a decade with an organization, missed all kinds of family events, missed time on the mat, blood, sweat, and tears outside of work. I was salaried, so I put in those hours, drove for results, led the organization, and it took job closures, having to sit back and take part in some job closures, and then being part of some job closures another year later to realize that the loyalty that I had given to the company had not given back to me. And it took that step back. I had some really interesting learning from that. All these years of all that sacrifice, I'm not angry at that company, but to the company, I'm a number. And what I thought I was, or who I thought I was, the performer I thought I was bigger than that. I thought I was bigger than the organization, bigger than the company. And a really smart man said to me, hey, you need to work. You need to fund the dream. That doesn't mean you need to like what you're doing. It doesn't mean you need to give extra to what you're doing. And I took that to heart and started thinking about it. Well, there's facts in that, and then there's some parts in there that I want to add to. Like, you need to be loyal to yourself. Be loyal to yourself. You need to be a better version of yourself. You need to do your best job. You need to get better at it. You need to be the best version. You need to lead it. You need to demonstrate what good looks like. You need to be the bar. You need to be the focus point of what everybody else should be striving to be. That should be your goal in anything that you do, whether it's on the mat, whether it's at McDonald's making a cheeseburger. You want to be the best cheeseburger maker in the cheeseburger making business. But that's what you want to strive for, to be the best, to be your best version. That loyalty you don't owe to the company. You owe that to yourself, your family, your friends, your team that you represent when you step into that workplace. Now you tie that in correlation to like the mat. And now you say, okay, well, what does that have to do with jiu-jitsu? Well, man, like, you don't quit a family, right? You don't quit a team. Now, if you're just paying for a service, then you get that service and then you get the most out of the service. So like if you come into class, and you have students that are paying for a service, and you have students that are more than just wanting to learn jiu-jitsu. This is their lifestyle. This is part of their culture. Two different types of students, right? And that's okay. You need all types of students. We got guys that want to get punched in the face and girls that want to get punched in the face. And then we got people like me that don't ever want you to hit me in the face. I never want you to touch me. But two types of students. So if you got somebody that's coming in that's paying for a membership in the school, you allow them to train in the school, right? They don't owe you anything extra or outside of the box here. You don't have to tattoo my name, and please don't tattoo my name across your chest. But you're not loyal to the school. You're paying the school. When it comes down to loyalty to a team, if you're out here on this competition team and you've got blood, sweat, and tears in with these coaches, and you got these coaches traveling 6-8 hours one way with you, flying all over the country with you to get in your corner, like being that training partner with you when they got broken ribs, or they're being loyal to you. That's where loyalty comes in. And that's where we start to have conversations like of using each other, right? And I was watching this video that Keenan had put out, and he was talking about like loyalty. And talking about how, you don't have to be loyal to a team, but he's loyal to his friends. And I guess that's what I'm getting at is like, when you're loyal to your friends, like I go places right now for people. And then I've got other people that will call in that I don't know that will ask me to get them ready for a fight or do this. No, I don't know you. I'm sure you're a great guy, but I don't know you. So no, I'm not going to do that because I can't give you 100% of me. And then I got folks in here that I would show up for anytime because that's who they are. They would show up anytime. They would show up for my kids. They would drive 12 hours to go help one of my kids cut weight for a fight because that's what loyalty is. That's what loyalty represents. What would you give up or sacrifice? And it's not just money, it's time. The most important thing that you can give to someone is the moments, is the time. Like you can give money away all day, but your time is what matters. So when Professor Gugel is investing time in you, and he's spending all those moments with you, teaching you more, showing up for you inside and outside of hours, driving to coach you in a Muay Thai fight, giving that time up means something to him. That's loyalty. That is being loyal to each other. It's not bowing down to a patch. When we say raising our diamond, for instance, here, like when we say raise your diamond, like that's representing what our lineage is here. That's representing what each one of our folks has worked for here. It's representing the black eyes, the fractures to the faces, the scar tissue, the wars that we've been in with each other and the wars that we go through with our team. Like that diamond means something. When we say raise our diamond, we're loyal to each other, not just the team. It's loyal. It's the way you feel to your friends. Like, so we got to get out of this mindset now of being Ronins and running around school to school to school. Like, man, you don't pay to train at a school just to wear that name. You pay to train at a school to keep the power on, to pay for these bags every time they fall down. Like to be out here in Westchester, like this stuff ain't easy. Like we all pay, everybody pays. So that's why we pay. You don't pay to line the pockets of these instructors. And let me tell you, you don't have a single coach right now showing up at your school that's making $1 million sitting back teaching you a lesson. They're there because they want to be there. They're training you because they're loyal to you. They're showing up for you or driving those hours for you or spending that extra time on the mat with you because it's their way of showing loyalty to you. So remember to demonstrate that back. Remember to show that to other people. Like you got to make a difference. More Certa hour and Certa, right? Your death is most definitely certain. Make your time here count. You don't know the moment you're checking out, so make these moments count. God bless.